Hi Stacey and welcome to my channel. Today I am making this, okay, and it's sorry, I've got the fan on, that's why everything's blowing away. Alright, so I'm making this, and there's a reason. There's a couple of things you can do with this. You can use it straight away. I've made lines. I don't know why I've done lines, because it isn't really useful. So I wouldn't either bother to make lines, but if you've got your own ideas, do your lines. I'm just doing that at the beginning of the video. Anyway, I sort of like use this, and I've just made inch things. Now you might have an idea of what I'm going to do with these if I show you those, but I'm going to do it in a few days. But this is I can use it. You can use it for various different things. Look, you've got your roses down there as well. So I've done some roses. A row of roses. Yeah, so there you go. A row of roses. So they're ever so easy to do, stylized roses. So love you to give me a thumbs up today. That'd be absolutely amazing. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much. And let's go. Oh, I didn't realise I was actually filming. Right. Oh, I thought I'm not filming, but I am. Right, so what I'm doing is just getting water on the paper. This isn't watercolour paper, by the way. And if I've been moaning about, I don't know if I might be moaning about my pain in my back. It hurts when I sit down. So it is actually matte. Did I say it? Matte watercolour paper. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to make some of these, because these are so cute. I absolutely adore those, and I was looking for it yesterday when I was making my other video. So what I'm going to do, you can make page edges with them. You can well, I've got a project I'm going to show you. Once I've swapped my thing that I've made, I will make a video on this idea. Right, I'm going to make some strips of those. Okay, and I'm going to add some colour. I don't know, let's getting a crayon. I need a crayon or pencil. Like that. And then, this is the only ruler I can find. Right, and then I'm going to do so things are straight, because that's what's not happening with my stuff. They go wobbly. Right, so what did I do? I just put dot colour on it. Any colours. If you want to use like a vintagey background. Oh yeah, that's a nice colour. See all these colours I'm going to use. Oh dear, we're a bit thingy, aren't we? Out of shot. So I'm going to put some colours on underneath. Not very. I think I'm going to get a bigger brush. Yeah, that's. I don't like this one. It's got a dip on it like that. Although I'll probably one day think, oh, I wish I had that brush that I used to have with the dip. Yeah. So I'm just putting some colour on, okay, like this. I could use Brusho actually, but Brusho tends to, if you put other colours on top, it tends to absorb the colour. So I don't know if that's a brilliant idea. That's some black there. Look, I don't know if grey's going to work. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I've got some green there. I've got some, all sorts of colours is going on. Seeing a mess like this, yeah. So I'm just basically just quickly putting some colours on. Anybody who's an artist will be horrified, thinking, no, what that woman doing? She doesn't know what she's doing. Yeah, right. True. I'm just putting colours on. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna see, it's not watercolor paper, as I said, it's a photo paper, I think it is. Matte photo paper. Right, so I'm going to do something. Oh yeah, some pretty flowers, like not necessarily. I might even colour some in. Okay, because you can still colour some in even though. Oh look, you've already got the dots in the middle there. So you can do this. You can do 4-petaled ones, 5-petaled ones. You know how to do 5-petal, don't you? Do that directly in the middle like this lot. You basically do a head, 2 arms and 2 legs for that. So you do a daisy, which is this one. Okay, this is the daisy. So I did this. It doesn't, even though that's a really childish looking flower, I did on my, I don't know if I can show you that one. It's a very childish looking flower, and that one, the daisy one. It's fine. It absolutely works, so don't worry about things like that. Yeah, like that look, and then obviously come between with your, then it doesn't matter whether it's a white daisy or it's a pink, orangey pink daisy. We don't so I might come along and colour that in yellow because it looks like I did that one. Okay, so you can have big middles like that and short petals like that. I'm doing the opposites. And then you can have small middles like that and big petals. I might do 6 on this because it's gonna fit in better. There we go, things like that. You can also colour in the background, things like that. You can have flowers in the background as well. Yeah, with whatever's. And let's do some stylized roses. I think I'm going to do a whole thing of stylized roses. So it's just, all it is that. And then you can actually do little things like this on it as well. Yeah, if you want. Stylized roses, yeah, and I might, this is a from a shop, a permanent mark, just a permanent marker. Okay, I'm hoping this will work as well. So I like to put some white on it, and I'll put some around the edge as well. And then I add a colour, which you can add. You can add anything you like. I'll grab this. Why not? This is an aqua marker. So it doesn't matter if you can even go the opposite way round. So then you get a blue rose then, or whatever colour that is. Not sure what it says. And you can, with the aqua marker, you can actually. Let's have a look. See how we do it. Oh, it's got yellow on it. I knew it would have. I knew it would have the wrong colour on it. With the aqua marker you can do some of that. Yeah, so then I can do a whole row or a whole, or we could do leaves as well, don't forget. Okay, so that's have probably a rose on it as well. So yeah, just come along like that. So I'm talking to no one. It's alright, dog, I'm talking to no one. You can do it the opposite way around if you like. It all works, you know, the spiralness. Yeah. So what I'll do now is just continue doing things like that, this sort of thing. Let's see if I can find I've got a pink permanent marker here, so this will do. I'm just going to come. There you go. It's got pink. That's a pink rose now. Okay, so I don't need to put any water on that one because it won't run. So yeah, so that's how I do those roses. So easy, aren't they? And then you can put some. I'm going to colour in some leaves as well. I coloured it in with some. Oh, there's this. I can use that. But I did have a what's the name? I just coloured it really roughly with and it looked really nice the other day when I was doing some of these. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see it too clearly, that's why I'm just showing you again there. Yeah. Right, so yeah, so just if you're doing an edge, just to make out you're doing a spiral, do some. Yeah, so I saw a lady's oh, what's her name, on my group. She's started an art class in just this summer, and I thought, wow, this is amazing. She's done an amazing picture of some flowers. Ones with a, I know there's sort of ones with a thing coming out the middle of it. I don't know what sort of flowers they are, but they're absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, it's done a good job. I fancy doing that. Fancy being able to do that within a few weeks or whatever, you know. It's amazing, isn't it? She never said whether she had ability before, but yeah. I'm gonna do this first, and I'm gonna do right. Okay, and then I'm gonna shut up and just carry on. Okay, I know this. Have I got the? Oh, there is this the time? Where? Oh, the time's in a different place for some reason. Oh, that's what it is. Yay. Okay, so I'm just doing some. I haven't got any music anymore, so this is your music, I'm afraid. That's a Faber-Castell I'm using there, and I don't know what colour it is, phthalo green or something, I think. Yeah, so you can. These are it's so simple to do, and I just scribble them. So simple, and then just colour them in some sort of marker pen. Just looking to see if I can see my contraption that I had yesterday. Sorry about all the rubbling about. Here it is. Got my contraption. I can put this on the desk, and then hopefully, can you hear me any better now? I've just got a thing to speak through. It's very sophisticated, you know. This rolled up piece of paper. Okay, I don't know if it makes any difference at all, but I can have this at a distance and talk through it. Right, so what I'm doing now, I think I'm painting white. I'm going to paint that white. I don't think it's working very well, so I think in a minute I'm going to use some Uniposca. I'm colouring them yellow. I'll colour the middle yellow. The middle's yellow. Yeah, yellow and green, or yellow. Yellowy green, and a lot of those are that colour. Let's have a look at my originals here. Yeah, so I do a lot of dots as well. That's purple, by the way. It looks quite dark. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I did this on the other one. I think I just left a lot of the flowers actually and just painted in the background. You could try that. It might actually work. So, but this one I actually paint. This is probably why it took such a long time, because that's why I stopped halfway through. So I'm only doing the left side of that page, but I will show you all finished later. Okay, so what's that? What am I doing now? Yeah, I'm doing a graduated one here. So I'm just painting the middle orange, and then around the edge orange as well. So you've got a bit of a light effect in the middle. What am I doing that for? Told me I'm painting. Yeah, this is. I'm putting white. I can't even see what I'm doing because I've got my hand in the way. Why have you got your hand in the way, you silly woman? Right. Yeah, I'm doing dots on the. So this is actually twice as fast as what I was actually working at. Yeah, dots around the edge do actually enhance it quite a bit. So quite surprising. I noticed that when I first did those paper flowers. Yeah. Yep, so we've got a, I've got to remember to stop at 3811. Oh no, it goes up to 3811. Hold on, that doesn't make sense. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to have a look. It's about 3 minutes from the end I've got to stop, because otherwise I'll be talking over myself. Oh no, it isn't, oh, I'll have to do it by ear. If not, I'm going to be talking over myself again like I was in the other video. Oh, it's embarrassing, isn't it? Yeah. I didn't realise, of course, I didn't listen to myself. I could have put the sound down on one of them, couldn't I? Okay. So what am I actually doing? Oh, this is my marker pen. Oh, doing the leaves now. Yes, I'm doing random leaves. Anyway, I'm doing leaves anyway. It looks really good actually. Ah, I noticed at the end I didn't do many leaves at the top, but not on this bit, on the next bit, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, I did, but they're not coloured in green. Okay. Yeah. I did this actually on Daisy's birthday, which is quite funny because I was drawing a daisy and I didn't actually mention it. I did mention it, but I've actually cut that bit out now. Now I'm speaking over myself. Yeah, it's her birthday on that, but it won't be on the day this comes out. It'll be 2 days later. But the day after that, on the Tuesday, it'll be my other granddaughter's birthday, and she will be 10. Is she 10 really? 10 years old, yes. Yes, that's right. She was born 2013, so she will be 10. Yes, that is correct. She's quite a funny lady, that lady, as you know. She likes things like dragons and Darth Vader. She loves Darth Vader. It's hilarious. And yeah, so she's quite a funny lady. She's part Finnish. Dad's part Finnish. Yeah, we had a DNA done. It's quite interesting. Yeah, she comes up as 16% Finnish at the moment. Anyway, it's might update. Yay. Oh, I'm actually colouring this in black, and I think it looks better when it's actually painted brown, which I do later. Colouring it in black with a marker because it was just convenient to do it, and I thought, yeah, just colour that in black, see what it looks like. I do actually prefer the brown. What am I doing now? Colouring. Oh, I'm colouring over the leaves in green. Or a pen that looks a bit like green. Yeah, there you go again, the Faber-Castell Phthalo blue. Yeah. Oh, I do these leaves. Sometimes I'm doing these leaves the wrong way round, but I do correct it. It doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, just do what you like. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm putting bits of white on. I'm looking at the finished picture. I'm quite surprised actually, because when I was actually doing it, I was thinking how awful it looked. But looking at it now, I can see, I think, what was I talking about? It looks fine. What was I thinking? I mean, it looks absolutely fine. It's quite interesting how that happens. I mean, people, when people swap the stuff, I mean, I'm thinking they're thinking, oh, she's not going to like it, she's not going to like it. When they get it, I think, oh, I'm blown away by what you did. And I'm saying that, and they say to me, oh, I'm really, hoping that you like it. I'm really, basically, I know they're genuine as well, but you do it, and it's absolutely, they're blown away by your stuff. It's amazing. Yeah. I'm a bit paranoid I tell I'm paranoid by when I do it. Things not being stuck down. So I would want to know if things weren't stuck down, things like that. And also, glue. When you get them clear, when you've got sort of, the glue dries clear. The glue dry, oh yes, it does dry clear, but it does shine up and it sometimes can look unsightly. So I do get a bit paranoid about that. Yeah, but so far so good, I think. Anyway, here we go. These are the roses. So easy. If you haven't had a go at this, you ought to just scribble a black line in a spiral. Then you can go that way or the other way with a white spiral, and then add a colour. And you can also add sort of like petals on the outside as well, which I think actually does make a great touch to the rose design. It's just a stylized rose, it's not copied, and it's just quick to do, and it looks very effective in my opinion anyway. I think, I mean, it's, I didn't get the idea off anybody, I just realised that stylized roses was surprisingly easy to do. Yeah, and I did them in paint. Originally did them in paint, and yeah, they look really good. But then when I started doing them, I just started doing them in marker pen and Uniposca white pen, and then a colour of any colour, like as I showed you at the beginning. I did, used marker pens. I used aqua, colour that you can colour over. Yeah, so I think I was doing it. I'm doing it there, and I'm just going around the edge in some brown, I think, to make it stand out. Don't want to cough in your face. I don't know how to stop this. I don't stop it. I ought to experiment really and do it on a mock video, didn't I? So just worried about coughing there. Oh dear. Again, why do I yawn? I'm yawning again. I mean, I'm trying to yawn silently. I don't know if you heard that, but I did try and yawn a bit silently there. But is it making me tired? So I am going it round. It looks quite. They do look quite pale. I think. Oh, I'll leave that one white actually. That flower at the bottom there. I'm doing the roses again. Yeah, I'm doing that stuff around the outside. It looks really. I'm so shocked at how effective they look. You know, you think roses, oh dear, they look complicated. And when you actually do them in a stylized way, they're quite easy. Anyway, I do hope you. I mean, if you haven't got this, you can reduce it yourself on Word. I'm very reluctant to put it on Ko-fi, because what I'd have to do is copy it and then put it on Ko-fi, and then it won't be at a high resolution. I have got something on there that's not high resolution. It's that gessoed collage piece. That's not high resolution. But it was from the original. You can offer it at a high res. Yeah, heart-shaped flower leaves, lot. Yeah, and a leaf as well. Heart-shaped leaves, I mean petals. Heart-shaped leaves. I suppose you could get heart-shaped leaves. But it's actually petals I'm talking about. Yeah, I decided to throw in a few leaves now, yeah. Yeah, you got to do is just draw a crowd of flowers really, and then I'm just making sure I haven't got too. Yeah, that is a point with this. I'm using, it's actually, I think it's called matte photo paper. I don't know, matte printing paper, and it's not behaving like watercolor paper. So I'm sort of like getting too much color on and things like that, because it doesn't absorb like watercolor paper does. Don't know. I've no idea where my watercolor paper's gone, which is why I'm using this. But as you can see, it's perfect. It works fine, and so would copy paper, and well, a bit thicker, I think. Don't it too thin. Don't use really thin copier paper. But unless you're using crayons, then it wouldn't matter too much. But if you're using watercolors, putting water on, it does actually bend up a bit. This does when it's drying. I don't know if I'll show you at the end. I'm not sure if I show you. I'm holding it down. I can't remember. It's hilarious, isn't it? That's a local accent as well. Down. I'm holding it down. Not down. Down. Oh dear. And I was supposed to have a really strong accent here, but I don't know. Sometimes I'm thinking, you know, I do say things a bit differently from other people. What's that I'm doing there? That's like a red. Is that the reddish one? I think I'm doing a. Oh yeah, I'm also using not just dark brown, but I'm also using reddish brown in the background as well. That looks really, really nice actually, surprisingly. But I'm not keen on the really dark, the black that I did at one point. Not that you'd notice, you wouldn't notice it was there. Yeah, so you left a mistake in, yeah. And these flowers can look as childish as you like, as I say. They can look really like a child's done them, and they still look good. In fact, you can get, if you can't draw flowers, get some children to do them for you. And colour them in or something. Yeah, get them to draw them out for you. Then just paint over them, colour them in. Yeah, that'd be good actually. We can just check in on the time there. Yeah, I think I'm okay. Yeah, I think it's when I finish this bit, I'm going to have to shut up and let myself speak. And then I think the rest of it's covered by the speaking. Yay. See, doing all this is actually making it all stand out. Yay. Quite surprised about my weaving video. It's quite great. I'm quite pleased with that actually. The weaving, the background, the masterboard video. Yeah, I'm really disappointed I can't actually copy it because it looks really good. But I can't because it's got it's got book page in there and it's got other things that you might not be able to copy. So I'm not copying it. If it's all my own work, which I could do actually, because I've got loads of different stuff. Could actually do one with my own stuff. In fact, you could do one with my own stuff, and I wouldn't be that bothered about you copying it. Yeah. As long as you didn't say it's your own work. That's the only thing obviously I don't think would be fair. Yeah. Yeah, let's see, I'm just filling in some more flowers there. When you can do one of these, it's so simple. Just go marker pen and some watercolours and some paper of some sort. Yeah, that's it. And you can do a row of stylized roses as well. Have I nearly finished? No, I'm just doing a bit of filling in still. Just a bit worried I'm going to start speaking over myself like I did on the other video. I think was it on the... Probably nobody noticed because everybody skipped over that bit, but you know. Right, so I've got 10 minutes. 10 minutes left, so it can't be out. Right. What's that? Oh, right. Oh, that looks really cute, that does, that one. That big middle flower. Big middled flower. And fat petal, short fat petals. There we go. Oh yeah, I got a photograph of me and my mother, and she looks absolutely tiny next to me. She's 5'4". I thought, oh no, I look huge, but I don't want to show it because I tell her because my face looks awful. My glasses, the way my glasses, because I'm wearing glasses, and it's the way the light's hitting my glasses. It makes me look really weird. Otherwise, I'd show it. I'd have to have one done again, and then make sure that's not happening, and I will show it. Yeah. She's putting her arms around me, but I'm a lot taller than her. Yeah, I'm one of these people sort of like who's asking the supermarket, "Oh, please just reach that for me." Yeah, of course, yeah, yeah. I mean, they often. I mean, I'm I'm supposed to be 5'10". I mean, I walk quite straight, stand up straight, and I haven't shrunk yet. My aunt says my mum's sister says she's shrunk 3 inches. She's 87. But I think it's your bones shrink, don't they, or something? Well, mine haven't yet. Where are we now? 30 minutes. Well, I think I'm 30, but don't forget I could edit a bit more. I don't know yet. When I start waving my hands about, then I'm going to have to stop. So then I know I'm talking. Okay, I'm just using the thin bit there, not the thick bit. There you go, and that's the yeah, and that little white flower in the middle has just encroached onto the row of roses. Oh, I'm doing the leaves. I'm not done finished the leaves with my phthalo blue. I think it's phthalo blue. Phthalo blue. I mean green. Don't forget, it's actually green, yeah, and it is green. Oh, I'm adding a bit of yeah, defining brown. You can see how it makes it stand out. Yay. Oh. Right, am I talking yet? No, not yet. I don't think. Yeah, doing some dots. What's ought to shut up just in case I start talking. Okay. Yeah, so I will shut up now then and let myself do the talking, okay, in a minute. So I do hope you like that today. I know it's all been a bit one-sided, it's all been over there, but at least you've been able to hopefully see some. And I haven't put any gold on. The reason is because I plan to photocopy it. If you can obviously put gold on the ones that you say you've done this. I mean, this is a mini version, so I've made it smaller of that sort of thing. And that's why I want to do it, because that looks so nice. And I was looking for that sort of thing. I mean, you can do stripes down that way, couldn't you, really? As well, but then you'd have roses in the middle. Yeah. So I do hope you like what I've been done today. I will show you at the end. I'll show you at the end how I finish it off. But what I'm gonna do now is make this dinner. And then I'm going to finish it off. Okay, so I can have white petals. You can scribble petals like that and it looks fine. You can put leaves on. You can do the leaves the right way, because normally if you notice, I've been doing the leaves the wrong way. So I will, what I'll do now, and a bit later on, I'll do the introduction to it. Okay, so thank you so much for watching today. Thank you to all my subscribers and anybody who's given me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Right then, so there is the finished article. I've got the fan back on that. I think it's actually that way around, wasn't it? So that's the bit you probably didn't see this end. Okay, it's virtually the same, isn't it? It's not much difference. Okay, so I have copied it like that, so you can either, yeah, I've copied it and made it smaller, obviously, as you can see, which is my intention. Okay, so what I can do then, there's several things you can do. You can obviously make it the same size and use it as page borders. I've got a different idea that I'm going to try out probably in the next few days, hopefully in the next few days, because obviously I've got to send my when they've received their thing, I am going to make one on video. And I use this, but I was thinking it needed to be a little bit bigger than what I used. So I'm just gonna all I'm gonna do now, dear, I've probably what have I done? I've probably finished off the video actually, haven't I? I think I've said goodbye and everything. But what I'll do, I'll just either add this separately, or I will. Right, so what you're going to do, what you can do is make borders of this for either smaller journals, or you can, I would say, join them up. So that's 1 inch. Okay, I think 1 inch is perfect for what I want it for, actually. Yeah, that's about right. And then I could actually make them smaller, make this smaller, and still use 1 inch border. Okay, so you could do it like that, and then you could add it to each other like that, or wherever it might. I don't know. It might. Whatever. Yeah, that's probably a bit more like it, isn't it? You could add a page, smaller journals, or a page, or you can leave it at the same size and do your borders. You can do it like that. But I've obviously got a different idea that I used during this. Yeah, which is a previous video. So I'll let you know what happens later. So I can just introduce this now, can't I? I can probably add this to the introduction actually.